In this film, we're going to look at the benefits of sentence analysis for students. In this slide, the sentence has been labelled with the word classes. Students often have difficulty in recalling what the word classes are and identifying particular words. So they need more practice to do this, because being able to identify the words is of key importance for things like phrasal analysis and dependency analysis. Here, the phrases have been underlined. Production figures for robotics in China is a noun phrase. Interestingly, it contains two prepositional phrases, for robotics and in China. Then we have the verb phrase, exceeded, another noun phrase, pre-pandemic levels, and a separate prepositional phrase. So, an interesting question is, why is this prepositional phrase separate, whereas the other prepositional phrases are actually incorporated in the noun phrase? These are interesting questions for our learners. The dependency analysis focuses on these kinds of questions. Production is related to figures. For robotics is about figures as well, so the arrow has been reversed to run from for to figures. And then we have a question about in China. Is it related to robotics, or is it related to figures, or is it actually both? Figures link to exceeded, the verb, and the verb then links to levels. Pre-pandemic is actually describing the levels. And the prepositional phrase is actually related to the verb. When was it exceeded? By June 2020. So the arrow runs from by to exceeded. We can develop this by color coding the arrows. So any arrow that is reversed, for example from for to figures and in to robotics, should be red, for example. Any arrow which is linking words which are non-adjacent, showing a non-adjacent relationship, could be dotted. So in relates to figures and is dotted because of this, and is red because it's running backwards. The arrow from figures to exceeded is a non-adjacent relationship, so we can dot that. And the arrow from by to exceeded is a reverse non-adjacent relationship, so it's a red dotted arrow. All these arrows help the learners visualize the meaning relationships between the words, and they highlight how noun phrases are built around the central noun and how the words in the phrase relate to that noun. This is a very good thing for our learners to actually do, because it helps them understand the meaning relationships in the sentences. And the more complex the sentence is, the more important it is for this kind of analysis. For more ideas, please visit EnglishIdeas.org.